Feeds it to Valanciunas. Second chance effort. He lays it in.
No, he's a sensational offensive rebounder. Valanciunas, he just has the nose for where to be when shots go up.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Jonas Valanciunas.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
For New York, they have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw missing. Good on the second free throw. Memphis trails by 16. Inside. Jackson dishes to Morant. It's blocked by SHAQ. They retain possession. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
And what about the way Gasol sees the floor? So gifted at whipping the ball all over to the open man.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Some bad shot selection as well as some bad luck. I mean, that's not going to help you score points.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
Anderson, he's checked in for Memphis. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. It's tipped. Gasol with the steal. Here we go, one-on-one, and a wide open look for Jordan. Offline with his 3.
He had 2 3-pointers in the opening quarter, and it hasn't been able to connect yet here in the second.
New York leading by 18. That's good from SHAQ on the assist by Jordan. SHAQ's got 5 points now this quarter.
How many? Many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Here's Clark. McGrady covering. O'Neal with the rebound. O'Neal's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Here's Jordan. Stolen by Brooks. Oh, and he's going up for the alley-oop here. And that one's good. Morant's got 5 now.
Much more than just a perimeter threat. Morant loves to sneak inside and do damage.
And it's Wall with the ball for New York. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. Gasol, that's a 2-pointer. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got 4 assists now tonight.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Here's Clark. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. To the middle, Valanciunas. And it's sent back by O'Neal. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Here's McGrady. Hits the 3-point bomb.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
A challenging stretch here for Memphis. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Trying to get open is Brooks. Anderson. They shoot again. He takes it up and lays it in.
The work ethic shining through right there. Kyle Anderson is someone that doesn't give up on plays.
And here's Gasol outside. Here's SHAQ. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5 for 8 night shooting.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
And SHAQ with the slam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
Yeah, going defense to offense in an instant. Every team now calibrated to do that. They've tailored their offense around him. And let me tell you, he loves playing in this system.
And so it's New York cruising into the quarter break with a 22-point lead. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. We've got more in store for you right after this. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. We're seeing a tremendous game from Tracy McGrady.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. Getting many of his buckets in the paint.
And And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Here are the Grizzlies with the ball. Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. So the Grizzlies 5 right now. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Clark in at the small forward position. Clock at 2. And it's Morant missing. New York leading by 22.
And purely from a physical standpoint.
Oh, the power on that throwdown.
Goodness. Wow. Yeah, you got to love seeing McGrady when he's hot. An amazing score from any spot on the floor.
And here's Morant. 8 points for him. And that's an intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And so New York calls timeout. They're first.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
On defense, New York. And there's the feed to Valanciunas. And the layup's good off the glass. Valanciunas has got 6.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
From deep, Jordan, no good that time. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Out left to the wing. Morant with a wide open look. Good on the three-point shot. 11 points in the game.
Good anticipation on the feed. He knows exactly where to go with that ball.
Memphis trails by 19. Out to the right wing, Clark. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. Clark's got his first points of the night.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half. That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Now here's Morant, covered by Wall. Here's Valanciunas. O'Neal with the rebound. New York leading by 17. McGrady up top, guarded by Jackson. That one goes in.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
And so it's Memphis with it. Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Poor rotations. I mean, slow help and just not enough toughness on the interior. They've got a lot to talk about.
Some changes for Memphis. Winslow's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Josh Jackson comes in for Clark. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Morant. New York on D. They have a 19-point lead. Here's Jordan.
Oh, my goodness. The creativity, the athleticism of Michael Jordan.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Jones, the pass to Brooks. Jackson against Gasol. Lets it fly from 18. It's rebounded by New York. O'Neal's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. And the Grizzlies with possession. Outside, Jones. In the corner, Winslow with it. Drills it from outside. Winslow's got his first 3 points of the game.
Maybe he's not a priority for the D, but come on, man. Gotta have somebody keeping track of him.
SHAQ with the bucket.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
1:46 left in the third. Jones looking for an opening. Knocked loose, and that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. Grizzlies making a switch here. Anderson's checked in. There's a minute 34 left to play in the third. Just 5 on the clock. Second chance shot, and Gasol sends it back.
And really, Gasol does an incredible job getting his hands up in the air, which results in a ton of rejection. Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, that's what's frustrating because you did the job defensively to get the stop, and then you gave it right back.
59 seconds left in the third quarter. Memphis trails by 21. Jackson with it. He's got 7 to the paint. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
He's been fantastic, but he can't do it all by himself. Some of the other guys need to lighten the load and step up.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Oh, the third youngest player ever to drop 30 in a game, Jaren Jackson Jr., looking like a great starting piece for the Grizzlies rebuild.
Now here's Jordan. He's got 13. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Yeah, reading the defense, knowing exactly what's needed at each moment. That's one of Jordan's unsung talents.
40 seconds left here in the third quarter. Outside, Jones. Pass to Anderson. The floater. It's rebounded by New York. SHAQ's got 14 rebounds tonight. Going after.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. Right side, Jones. Anderson outside. Here's Winslow. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's New York cruising into the quarter break with a 22-point lead. Their defense has been active and effective. Right back after this break. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
This is the versatility you need to play in today's game. Two guards have to be able to make plays for others.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. New York leading by 22. And on the floor for New York here in the fourth. Pau Gasol is out there with Shaquille O'Neal. Then it's Tracy McGrady. Then it's Michael Jordan. And it's Wall in at the point. Jordan shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And the defining trait of the greatest of superstars, Jordan makes the players around him better. Mentally, in terms of effort, and in terms of their performance.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
And he can't get the first one. And the second free throw, good. So it's the Grizzlies now. Here's Morant. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
That'll be a 5-second call.
Grizzlies basketball.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
For personal foul. At the line, Tyus Jones.
That one is off. He hits the second from the line. New York leading by 20. Outside Jordan. From deep, Gasol. The shot off that time. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Ball's knocked loose. The pass to Clark. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And after an abysmal first half from the field, the shots now starting to fall.
Outside Jordan. Passes it to O'Neal. Over Valanciunas. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Pass to Clark. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. They get Paul Gasol.
Looking nimble on the drive there. Once Clark sees an opening in the defense, he's looking to exploit.
Some changes for Memphis. Josh Jackson's checked in for Winslow. And Brooks subbed in for Tyus Jones.
One shot.
And that one falls for Clark.
The potential is there. For Clark, it's about expanding the range so that it makes him more versatile offensively.
Now here's Jordan. Here's the teardrop. And it's good on the way in. Jordan's got 20 points.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Morant with it. He's against Jordan. And it's Morant missing. New York leading by 17. And here's Wall outside, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it.
That's just a needless giveaway. You got to make the defense work for their turnovers.
Jackson, he's checked in for Jackson.
Jaren Jackson.
Now here's Morant. D right on him. Unable to get that one. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time.
Maybe we can give him a pass for that turnover, only because he's been reliable up to now, mistake-free.
Memphis trails by 17. Brooks outside. Six on the shot clock, and stolen by Jordan. Pass to Gasol. O'Neal with it. The tray, Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Clark. Valanciunas inside. SHAQ on him, and they pick up 2. That's now 8 points for Valanciunas.
The closer Valanciunas gets, the more dangerous he is, which is why he looks to score from there.
SHAQ up 2 there, and New York leads by 17.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here, trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the tunnel.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. They're trailing by 17. 1:58 left in the 4th quarter. And now we've got a moment for our Jordan Player of the Game, SHAQ.
And when he's been on the floor, it has been a clinic in rim protection and shot blocking. He's played the defense of 3 men tonight. His block total has gotten to a point you almost never see in an NBA game.
Well, to come in here facing a hostile crowd and have a game like he's had, that's what separates the good players from the great players. Here's Jordan. Jaren Jackson making his last shot. And that one's good. McGrady.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
But, G.A., this is no let-up. You know, this is the kind of hard-nosed competitiveness that wins games.
Got that one up quick.
And I love that range there from Clark. At this point in his development, it's not as daunting as trying to be a consistent 3-ball shooter.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
1:32 left here in the 4th quarter. Now here's Morant, and finished off by Morant.
Just another example of why you run plays through Morant. I mean, he makes great decisions with the ball in his hands.
Stolen by Jackson. Now Morant, and it's Shaquille O'Neal with the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. So Memphis ends up going with the new group.
14 foul. Substitution on the court.
1:12 left in the 4th quarter. Jackson kicks to Zhang. The shot that time, not on target. O'Neal with the defensive effort. Here's McGrady. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. And New York leads by 18.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Oh, Greg, that's the dagger. You could tell they wanted that one. I know that seals the deal.
Jackson, that's a 2-pointer. And again, Memphis, no good. And so it's Wall with it, bringing it up for New York. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead.
Yeah, and O'Neal, just a brute on the block, simply overpowers the opposition.
Down low, here's Zhang. SHAQ with some nice D. New York with the ball. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And Jordan gets it to go.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, and it hasn't just been the offensive output. They're putting in the work at the defensive end as well.
Jordan against Allen. Anderson right side. Jackson passes to Allen. Off target. So no problem for New York as they get the win. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And we'll see you next time.
Shooting guard. At 6'6", number 77, Luka Doncic. Starting at power forward, at 7'3", number 6, Kristaps Porzingis. Man in the middle, at 7'0", number 34, Shaquille O'Neal. The other forward position, standing 6'8", number 1, Tracy McGrady. Starting at the other guard, at 6'6", number 23, Michael Jordan. Your head coach is Brad Stevens. Once again, your New York starters.
It'll be the Thunder off the tip. Paul with the ball. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Paul, and it's Diallo in at the small forward. Now, here is Gallinari. 5 to shoot. Got it. Good job in the low post. Gallinari's got the first points up on the board for the Thunder. Well, last season, a bit of a renaissance for Gallinari.
And the way Gallinari stepped up last season, Kevin, was a big reason the Clippers were as strong as they were. Now, on the other side of 30, he's been playing some of his best basketball here of late.
And Adams has got the ball here for Oklahoma City. Paul outside. Gallinari with it. Now guarded by Porzingis. They get it again. Adams.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim.
And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
3 on the clock, and Gallinari kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Adams, pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Second shot opportunity. Good work there. There as it goes.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And now a fast break for the Thunder. Paul's running. A slam dunk by Diallo.
And when you're open, Paul will find you in a nanosecond. I mean, that's one thing that makes him really special.
Jordan dishes to McGrady. From deep three-point range. And it goes out of bounds. That went off Porzingis.
Not sure what he was thinking about with that pass. Just sailed it right out of bounds.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Paul. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Now here's Jordan. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
Boy, the fifth time's the charm. That's a big basket there.
Paul passes to Adams. Paul with the ball. Guarded by Porzingis. Here's Diallo. Here's Adams. Got a piece of it. Out of bounds. New York takes possession. Mike Muscala is checked in for Oklahoma City. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. And here is Jordan. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
You know, Jordan is an accomplished scorer inside. I mean, feels like he can get whatever shot he wants on the block.
Paul passes to Adams. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Jordan, and then slammed in by Jordan.
And the high-flying antics of Jordan, simply awesome. One of the best dunkers this game has ever seen.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Well, we're now on the back end of what has been, Greg, an incredible career for Chris Paul. Perhaps no longer the undisputed best point guard in the game, but still a top talent.
And Chris Paul might not be the best point guard, but any team would be happy to have him. His efficiency and playmaking aren't going away anytime soon. And even though he's never been an overly athletic player, that aspect of his game still as strong as ever.
Now here's Paul following the shot by Tracy McGrady. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Paul.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
And a new group in here for the Thunder. 1:07 left in the first quarter. The drive by Jordan. Looks good, is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots.
And Jordan is simply amazing at finishing through contact. Doesn't matter what you throw at him or who, he finds a way to score.
Schroeder looking over the floor. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. Here's Jordan, and slam dunk by Jordan.
Always looking to drive in attack mode constantly. When the D gives him a lane, he tears him up.
Ferguson's shot is good.
Outstanding execution. Good job working the ball inside.
Here's McGrady. That shot, no good. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Jordan the pass to Doncic. And O'Neal gets it to go.
Tell you what, for a young player, Doncic has already shown tremendous skill and feel for the game. Beautiful floor awareness there.
Seven seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Schroeder. Hands it from downtown. And at the end of one, both teams putting up some points. It's the Thunder up by 2. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And for the Thunder guys, what stands out to you so far?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds that time.